So in this session we will discuss about the VLANs or the virtual LANs. So what is the VLAN? First we will discuss about the VLAN, virtual LAN. Virtual LAN is used for the break up the broadcast domain. Break up the broadcast domain. So what is the broadcast? All of us know, and domain means the having the same network or the same LAN. For the example here, like one switch, another switch, another switch, another switch, another switch, another switch. So all the switch will be considered in a same broadcast domain. Same broadcast domain. See, basic idea is here, like broadcast domain. Why the broadcast domain? Like any computer want to, like there is a one computer, this have IP address 1.1.1.1, and here is a one more computer are connected. It is the IP address 1.1.1.2. Okay, and they are connected with each other. All the switches are connected like this. Okay, like this, like this. Whatever type of the topology or the connection you can create. It is called the same broadcast domain. So broadcast domain means like this. There is a this computer want to send the data to this computer because both are in a same network. Same network, right? So ARP request will reach to the switch. Switch actually don't know where it is this IP address, but this is in a same network. So what it will do? It will broadcast. It will broadcast, send to this switch, send to this switch, and also send to this switch. Then this switch also broadcast, and then reach. It will reach on this computer, and then it will the reply. It will give the reply. So this is the story of the only two system. But assume there is a 24 system, there is a 24 system, there is a 24 system, there is a 24, there is a 24, there is a 24, there is a 24, and assume there is 100 of the PCs or 100 switches, and total computer are 2400s in the network. So all they will send the ARP request again and again. So what will happen? Bandwidth will be consumed. Yes or not? So I want to make like if there is a one computer, this is the network, this network, there is a one switch, sorry, there is a HR department, here is some is like CCTV are connected in the same network, and there is a admin department. So I want to all the person, like all the admin, all the CCTV, all the HR will in a separate LAN. And it is not possible to create a separate LAN for all the person. Like if we talk about there is a building of the 3-story, 10-story, because CCTV on the every story. If there is a 10 rooms on the single story or the single floor, so you need a 10 CCTV. So it is not possible you will establish a separate switch, separate cabling, separate everything. It is not possible, na? So in this case, you will create a VLAN, virtual LAN for the CCTV. And another virtual LAN, here is a admin person are sitting on the first floor, one computer on the another floor, one computer, another floor, one computer, another floor. So you cannot make a separate network inside the switch. It is possible. You can take the you can put or install the separate switch for the separate computer. Not possible. So in this case, VLAN in a action means VLAN will create a virtual LAN on the switch. Like now the come on the single story, there is a one switch, and this switch have the connected These three computer of the admin computer. There is a there is a CCTV, two CCTV. There is a one computer of the HR. I want to make a separate LAN for this, separate LAN for this, separate LAN for this. These are known as a VLAN. So now concept is clear for the VLAN. So generally, if someone will ask why we need a VLAN or what is the VLAN, so in a technical word you can say this is used for the breakup the broadcast domains. And it is filter the traffic between the different VLAN segments. In the different VLAN segments, and where we can use the access control list, which computer will access the which LAN, and also you can use the QoS. QoS is a quality of services. For the example, if there is a voice VLAN inside the network, so it will be send the packet first priority. Anybody is downloading the data, it will go on the second priority. First priority, second priority, third priority, fourth priority. You can define how by doing the prioritize of the traffic, where you can maintain the quality of the service. This is actually not your part, quality of the services, so leave it. Now the set VLAN ID and configure the switch port interface configuration and do the dynamic segmentation by MAC address and the authentication. So how you can do it, I will show you. So let's create a VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Three computers. Okay. Now the second floor and the first floor. So make a topology like this, and I hope you can do it. So there is a two different VLANs, VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. So I am going to create a VLAN first. So where I need to do the configuration, I need to do the configuration on the switch for creating the VLAN. Okay, enable configuration T and create a VLAN. Give the ID, any ID you can provide. The ID must be between 1 to 4094, but I suggest you go to 1 to 1005. So I am going to give the VLAN, and now I am providing the name is a HR. Now again I am going to use the VLAN 20, creating new VLAN and give the name admin. Is it easy to creating the VLAN? Yes or no? Now you can see when I am going to make the communication and it is successfully. But I have created a VLAN. I am pressing the Ctrl Z, come out and show VLAN brief. This is the command to check the VLAN brief information. So you can see there is a one VLAN 1. It is called a default VLAN. And this all the port are connected in this VLAN. There is a two VLAN I have created, VLAN 10 and VLAN 20, but there is a no port is connected in this VLAN. So first I need to put the interface into the VLAN 10. Okay. First what I need to do? Add the port into the VLAN 10. So which port I need to add? You can say this port, and this port. These three ports are we need to add into VLAN 10. These three ports I will add into VLAN 20. So what is the number of this port? Let me check. Preferences, enable, and here you can see the VLAN 2, port number 2, 3 and 4. 2, 3, 4. 3 port I need to add into VLAN 10. So how I can do it? Configuration, terminal, and interface range. Range is FA0/224. Okay. Port number FA0/2, FA0/3, FA0/4. These three ports. So I am going to switch port access VLAN 10. Okay. This is the command, switch port access VLAN 10. So it will take a little bit time. I am going to make the port number 5, 6 and 7 into VLAN 20. So again I will select the range, interface range FA0/5 to 7. Switch port access VLAN 20. Okay. It will take a little bit time. I am just forwarding this. And now you can see this computer can communicate with this successful. But when I want to try to make the communication between the different VLANs, so it is failed. Now the different VLAN cannot communicate. Failed. Again they are not communicating. Failed. But still they cannot communicate with each other. Like I want to make the communication in between. So failed. I am deleting all. Making the communication between this failed. Why? Because I have not created VLAN on this switch. I have not created the VLAN on this switch. Okay. I have created the VLAN and same VLAN can communicate. You can see the same VLAN can communicate. The same VLAN can communicate. But different can't. Failed. Okay. So now the same thing, I am going to create the VLANs on this switch as well. So port number 2, port number 3 and port number 4 is a VLAN 20. So now I am going to access the command line interface, enable configuration mode, and here I need to create a VLAN. VLAN 10, name HR, VLAN 20, name admin. Okay. Now I need to select the interface range F0/224. I think this is one. Yeah, 234. And switch port access VLAN 20. These are the part of the VLAN 20 and these are okay. These are the part of the VLAN 10. So what is the port? Port 7, port 5 and port 6. 5, 6, 7. Switch port range 5 to 7. Switch port access VLAN 10. Done. Now you can see they can communicate. Failed. Very nice. Okay, now it is need to be forward. Okay, so now successful. Very nice. Successful. Very nice. They cannot communicate. Failed. Yes, very nice. So now you can see the same VLAN are communicating on the first floor, same VLAN are communicating on the first floor, same VLAN are communicating on the second floor, same VLAN are communicating on the second floor, but they are not communicating between the first floor and the second floor. So I want to remove this switch, connect on the gigabyte port and the gigabyte port. Actually, why they are not communicating? The reason is this link. This link, when I will open here GZ0, any switch, enable and show VLAN brief, and you can see here in a HR there is a 3 port, in a VLAN 20 there are 3 port, but the GIZ 0, 1 and 2 both are the part of VLAN WAN 1. That is the reason they are not communicating with each other. VLAN 1, because the data of the VLAN will go through this link, but for the VLAN 20, no. For the VLAN 10, no. So what I need to do, I need to make this trunk port. So now the question is, what is the trunk port? Trunk port is the port which can carry all the VLAN data. All the VLAN data means VLAN 10 data will go through the trunk. The data of the VLAN 20 will go through this trunk port. So that is the reason I need to make this port is trunk. So I am going to do the config terminal, and here I need to select the interface GIZ Gigabyte Ethernet 0/1 and switch port mode trunk. Similar, I need to do the same thing on this port. Interface GIZ 0/1, and here it is. Now it is green, and now you can see this successful. Means the same VLAN are communicating. Yes, it is. Same are communicating. It is, yes. Different are not communicating. Yes. Different VLAN are not communicating. So again come on the here the trunking. Trunking is a process where the same link can carry all the type of the VLAN data. So where the VLAN ID means identification of the VLAN number 10, 20, 11, 12. Actually this ID, on the behalf of this ID, the packet will be identified. This packet belongs to which VLAN. Now it is reached on the switch, and here is a one port is a trunk port. So trunk port has a ability to carry all the type of the VLAN data, no matter it belongs to which VLAN. Now the question is, what is the identification of the VLAN? How the switch is identify the VLAN? Switch, actually the VLAN process happened inside the switch. Switch is using a tag process. Which process is used? Tag process. This tag process known as a 802.1q. 801.1q. And this information exists inside the frame. Okay. So there is a two types of the tagged and untagged. Untagged means which type of the data don't have any type of host or the access port. Switch assign the tags, not the end system. Who is assigning the tag? Already I have told you, switch will assign the tag, not a end system. On the end system will not able to identify this packet belongs to which VLAN. End system cannot identify. Only switch can identify. So tagged port where the tag has been added, and typically it is the trunk link which can carry all the type of the data, and the virtualization host can be used for the tagged port. Here is one other type of the VLAN. It is called voice VLAN. Voice VLAN means voice over IP. VoIP. I think all of you have heard about this. VoIP is used the high bandwidth and latency requirement, and not any type of the interruption will happen. So voice VLAN allow, like there is a one IP phone on this PC, there is another IP phone, different IP phone are connected. So IP phone will communicate with the other IP phone. Only the IP phone will communicate other IP phone. So in this case, there is no more broadcasting, and they have the breakup of the complete broadcast domain. On the voice over VoIP have the two type of the port. For the example, there is only one connection. One have the VLAN 100 and VLAN 101. This is connect to the PC, and PC connect to the Ethernet. There is two types of the data is carrying on the single network. So it is happened with the help of the 802.1q, or it is called voice or auxiliary VLAN. Switch also assign the data for the PC one VLAN and VoIP for the other VLAN. Okay. So it is all about the VLAN, and I hope you have understood about the VLAN and you know how to configure the VLANs.